Should we do 7 codes of $10 each?
I guess.
Or just one $75 one? We should do 7 $10 ones and one $5 one. I think we should do that. That would be cool. We can do either Xbox or PlayStation codes. We'll wait to get Break in here.
I don't think you could do just $5 for PlayStation, though.
You can't?
No.
Well, then a $5 Xbox code. I can go get a $5. If you go to GameStop, you can get a $5 increment to either, I think.
I think they're the only place that does that.
A good show planned for today. We're just kind of mulling what we are going to do with some gift cards that we want to give away for the 500th episode. So hopefully you guys will be in chat for that, because you're going to have to be in chat for that. It should be fun. We should have a lot of fun that day. What else here? Just waiting on Break, man. How's your week, Eric?
It was alright.
They ever fix that goddamn machine?
Yeah, they fixed it.
Oh, cool.
I told you a while ago.
Yeah. So it's better now?
Yeah.
Yeah. They should just pony up and get a new one, huh?
It's breaking anyway.
Yeah.
It's literally breaking at the ends of the machine. Like, there's cracks in the metal because of the strains that it's gone through all the years.
Yikes. Hopefully that'll just break safely and you can get a new one. You know what I mean? Alright, let's get Break in here. I'm trying to add Break.
A light news week.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Well, next week's going to be bloated, so...
Yeah.
Not for today either, so...
Yeah. Hey, Break, you there? Break, man, you there?
Maybe.
Yeah. You're there. We haven't started yet, dude, so we're good.
That says you're offline on Twitch, too.
Try refreshing. See if that helps. Should
I
be
just entered.
Huh?
I said I just entered, but yeah, there it works. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. What was I going to tell you? How should we give away the gift card/cards? I know it's going to be for the live chatters. But how should we do? Just like one big card or a bunch of like? I was thinking Break more along the lines of like 7 $10 ones. Then we could have a lot of fun.
That would be kind of cool. We could have different contests.
The only problem I see with that is, will we even get enough people to get all this?
It doesn't.
Multiple people can get more than one.
Yep, absolutely. So. If somebody maybe strikes our fancy in chat with a nice comment or a funny comment, maybe that's who gets it. One. You know what I mean?
We should come up with like a contest or something too.
Should I give you the money back?
Dude, we can just,
no.
We can just get codes. You know what I mean? Like you can get codes like at GameStop or whatever. I mean, next time you're at GameStop, just get some codes.
Just take the money out of my account.
What about like not
trade
Steam,
union and then just use cash to get those things?
Hang on. What were you saying?
What's the other big one? Not Steam.
GOG network.
No, not like games for buying games. Like, is it GOG? I didn't think it was GOG, but whatever. Like, get like gift cards to that or something.
Well, this is what I was figuring. Like, we would keep the money until that day, And then after I'll keep track of what like there'll be increments of 10 and one $5 one, okay? But what we'll do is I'll keep track of who gets what, and it'll be their preference, whatever they want.
That's a good idea. I like that.
I think we should do that. What do you think, Eric?
Yeah, either like for Steam or whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
that way.
Right now, everybody's mad at Steam. That's why I was trying to think like what's Steam's competitor.
Yeah. Well, no.
Fuck Steam.
Yeah, people are really mad at Steam right now. So,
I mean, if somebody wants a $10 Steam one, then so be it.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I figured we would.
I mean, I didn't put it in the news section, but we could talk about it.
All right, guys, you ready to go?
Sure.
All right.
Eric, after the show, give me your address. I can send that to you.
Yeah, I won't be able to pay until I get paid next week, but
that's fine. That's fine. Cool. I can do that. And I checked and I couldn't find it Poppet. They mostly had Power Rangers Poppets left.
That's okay.
And a lot of B characters like
Poppets.
The Pops. They say
the
Poppets.
Funko Pops.
Yeah. They had like a bunch of Power Rangers and like B characters in video games like Dell from Gears of War 4. It's like like the B characters. Like, oh, okay, I can see why you got a lot of those.
Yeah.
Can't believe they made those.
If you want a 400 gigabyte micro SDXC card, it's gonna cost you $200 at Best Buy. So I guess it's a deal because it's usually more than that.
Damn, that's expensive. Holy shit.
That's 400 gigs on a tiny ass card. That's impressive.
I know. That is really impressive, actually.
How many was
half of a terabyte? Almost half of a terabyte.
All right, you guys ready to go?
Hold on.
All right. Well, we're holding on. Did you update Skype break? I think he went to go get a beer or something. Anybody in?
Speaking of which, I need to get wine for the show. What's a good wine label?
Yeah. Commander Root is in chat. That's the first time I've ever
I might
seen.
get some kind of Moscato, but I don't know what a good label would be.
Ooh. Just get the Barefoot.
Beer. Okay, because this one's almost done.
Oh, yeah. You can't go without beer, man. Yeah. All right. You guys ready to go?
Sure.
All right. Let's hit it.
Break Bender Rodriguez.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Welcome, everybody, to episode 493 of RPGrinders. I'm your host, Frank Branches, alongside my trusty cohorts, Eric the Great, Breakman the Bold. Gentlemen, how was your week?
Uneventful, but not completely awful.
Yeah, what about you, Break?
That's alright.
Yeah? Just okay?
Major, yeah.
I was kind of pissed that the Reds beat the Rockies, man.
Once out of a series. I mean, jeez.
Yeah,
it took him 13 innings to win that game, even.
I know, it was an exciting game, man. That sucks.
It was a good game.
I didn't watch it live, but I was following it with my updates, and I was like, damn it. God,
I was listening to it at work.
Yeah.
It was a day game for people who just don't know.
Yeah.
Or care, because we're talking about baseball again, so our listeners have quit listening.
Yeah, exactly. Hey,
even though I'm down and kind of wanted to talk baseball, but whatever.
Yeah, I know. I like talking baseball, you know.
Buttball.
Yeah,
buttball. That's a different game completely. I need details, and I need to know the rules of that game.
Yeah, does it involve nudity? That's another thing that you have to ask. We have a giveaway that we're going to be doing for episode 500. You have to be in chat. We're live every Friday, 7 Eastern on YouTube and Twitch. And if you happen to be in either of those chats, most likely the Twitch chat, because that's where everybody goes anyways. Looks like Bridget's in there. I don't know who else in there. I didn't get a chance to look. But she says wine. Yum. Wine snobs. Yeah. But we're going to be giving away some, some little gift cards as thank you to everybody that's been listening for a long time. So if you have any ideas on how to give those away in chat, like maybe we ask trivia or, something of that nature, we're open to suggestions, but that day should be a ton of fun. We're going to give quite a few $10 gift cards to your platform of choice, whether you want, if you want PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, whatever gift cards you want. And we're doing this because we actually hit our goal on GoFundMe. So yeah, we're raring to go. But that being said, let's get through the news, guys, and then we can talk about fun stuff and maybe not so much fun stuff later on. But Eric, why don't you take us away?
All right. From RPG site, we got the date for Shining Force Resonance demo. I'm not even going to open the link. It just says Xbox One, PS4, and Nintendo Switch for June 12th in US. I think the European one's already out.
Okay, that's good news. Any details on it?
Let's see. I hope I didn't have to open this, but it says it is a remaster of the Japanese-only PlayStation 3 RPG that features all the original DLC as well as a new refrain mode featuring new playable characters.
Yeah. I was going to say it does look like a PS3 game, which is not a knock. But
it is turn-based, but it's also not shining proper because it's not a tactical RPG.
Yeah. Well, I like turn-based, so this might be one that I pick up for sure. All right, break. Next story, please.
There's also a PC release, but there's no word on demo for the PC.
Shout Gamers is in chat. I don't see you. Break.
What the flipping shit? Like, I trying to log in, and I keep refreshing, and I'm getting nothing.
Yeah.
All I see is my old text.
Yeah, and I don't see you in there. I'm looking at the viewer list now. We got Bridget. We got Commander Root. What's up, Commander Root? Electrical Skateboard's been in chat forever. And then we got Shout Gamers. I don't know who these people are, but thanks for joining. Appreciate you coming on in.
I wonder if Electric Skater's like FBI agent, just documenting this. Like, I've got them so dead to rights.
Oh, no question, man. I mean, especially what's going on in our government, man. I'm clearly in Trump's side, so yeah. So, all right, Break.
Yeah, we can see it now, Break.
Yeah. Thank God. I kept rebooting and rebooting and rebooting. I just shut it down and opened it up, and that's what worked.
Yeah, we can see it now.
That's like me trying to start a game on Steam that I get from Xseed and it not working until I reset my computer.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like I try to open it and then it would just close immediately.
Yeah. All right. Break. Next story, please.
Coming to us live from RPG site, Persona 3, Dancing in Moonlight, and Persona 5, Dancing in Starlight.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I like it.
While the latest Persona Dancing spin-off games, Persona, I just said the titles, have been released in Japan last month on May 24th.
Oh, did we lose Break?
No, I belched. And Atlas USA and Sega of America have just made an announcement today in both the Americas and Europe. See, I wasn't going to say anything, but you just asked if you just lost me. So I had to explain myself.
Mm-hmm.
The Persona spin-off games follow in the footsteps of the first dancing spin-off game, Persona 4 Dancing All Night.
Yeah,
where the player will... I like these dancing in the moonlight, dancing in starlight, and dancing all night.
I was gonna say, it's a weird thing. Like all the Persona games are very serious by nature, and I think this is their kind of evening out of the tones of those games. You know what I mean? Like they're pretty serious games, and then you have these offshoots that are real cheery and fun. You know, kind of stuff.
I've tried DDR in arcades before.
I wonder why this press release decided not to mention whether or not Persona 4 Dancing All Night would be getting a PS4 port like it did in Japan.
I can't even get through a song like it's that bad.
Yeah,
where the player will get to enjoy rhythm-based gameplay using remix of a song from the Persona games with characters from the respective games that can have their looks customized freely. The localized releases of P3D and P5D are also confirmed to be coming with dual audio options of full Japanese and English voiceovers, as well as English subtitles, French, Italian, German, and Spanish as well. And there's a trailer for the chatters because they're the only ones who can see.
Yeah, I put on the trailer, both the trailers at the same time, so it was kind of overload for, the chatters there.
These are scheduled for release early 2019 for the West.
Yep, cool. That's good news.
Localization takes a while, even for a rhythm game.
I'd imagine it takes longer for a rhythm game.
Yeah, I would imagine too.
Because of all the syncing you'd have to do and the time setting you'd have to do.
Yep, exactly. All right, next story comes to us from RPG site. Magical Passcode 1111, now available worldwide for iOS and Android. Newly formed localization studio Hotel Chromatic have announced that Magical Passcode 1111, the cute-looking smartphone RPG from Japanese developers Hexadrive, is now available. I just said that. Why? Is RPGsite.net becoming the next Silicon Era? I honestly like.
You just need to be. People just need to be more creative with their headlines.
Yeah, exactly. I totally agree. Key features: fast-paced gameplay, real-time magical battle system. That's not new. Love leveling system, and fully realized story and world, like they always say.
Maybe it's like metaphorically magical or something.
All right, I need to know more about the love leveling system.
Yes, it is at the heart of the story, and the game itself is building your relationship with your Magi teammates. Learning each of their likes and dislikes is key because the closer you grow, the stronger they become. But making one happy just might tick another one off, so you'll have to find the right balance between your extremely opinionated cadre. So there you go. It's just sort of like a favor system, you know?
So do you get to nail any of them along this course of persuasion?
Looking at the looking at the graphics of this game, I doubt it. Break. It's like
love is good and all, but you need the just saying the knocking of the boots.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think this is the game for you. I think you're wanting more of the Stormy Daniels.
He wants the fuck level.
Yeah, exactly. Just go straight.
Be DLC.
You know, that's gonna be the name of this episode. Straight to fucking is gonna be the name of this episode. I mean, that's Break's idea of a good game and a good time, probably.
That's my idea of romance.
Yeah, your idea of romance. Straight to fucking romance.
Well, you have to like a person enough to want to fuck them, so I guess that works.
Yeah, like you just meet somebody. Have you ever like wondered what somebody would do to you, like if you just went up to them and said that, hey, let's just get straight to the fucking, you know what I mean? They probably would like slap you or something, you know. I don't know. Maybe
I'm afraid of like the random encounter, you know, because that's what? How could I put this delicately?
Hey,
random encounters sometimes come with gifts that. Random encounters usually come with gifts that you don't want.
Yeah, no question. On that note, Eric, next story.
Like diseases. Anyways,
tried to be delicate.
Yeah, we tried to be sensitive to the viewers.
Anyways, hey, you were delicate. I'm the one that wasn't.
I know.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, this is an update of the Chrono Trigger Steam port with more patching. Here are some features of the new patch, or fixes. The UI has been further updated for those using a controller or keyboard in a number of areas, while moving in the world map, in towns, and or dungeons, and how options and dialogue are displayed, shop screens, selecting a time period to visit, or in minigames. And improvements have been made to the battles, where you can now flip between pages within menus with single button presses. You couldn't do that before.
How did they screw it up so goddamn bad that they need that this is the second
it was
patch
a
where they
mobile
need some
port,
fixes?
and they didn't really bother to rework the controls or the
but
interface.
No,
They didn't work anything apparently.
No.
Like they screwed this
Yep.
up.
This
This
is
is one of the
It was
biggest
like
screw ups
run,
I can
and
ever
that'll
remember.
be good enough, and ship it.
Hold on, Eric. No, break is onto something. You just said something, break, that it's one of the biggest screw ups of any, that we've heard in a long time, and I totally agree with that assessment because Chrono Trigger is like a holy grail game. You know what I mean? It's like one of those.
Apparently, they learned their lesson because Valkyrie Profile is much better handled.
Yeah, gee,
And this
but that's
isn't
just a
really-
mobile game.
yeah.
And this game wasn't like a big update from the original,
No. It's not like they did a remaster or anything like that. They just ported it and slapped it together.
It's so absolute ridiculous that
Yes.
anybody could screw up this bad.
It's totally
Anyways,
ridiculous.
More improvements. Available texts are immediately updated when recovering MP. The duration of the explanation window is shown at the top of the screen has been extended. The change has been made to the priority which information is shown first when there are multiple messages in explanation windows. A bug where some controls would still respond while a game is paused in the battle has been fixed.
Jesus Christ, man. What a
Following the
debacle.
last update, we've continued to improve gameplay speed in areas where previously slowed down. Difficulty has been made more forgiving in specific minigames during story events. Controller input is now disabled when the game is not active.
Wow.
And additional minor bug fixes.
Yeah, you're right, Break. You put in...
I could forgive minor bugs, that could happen.
Yeah, I mean...
even a game like this, which was made in the '90s, but this game's what 25 years old now or more.
Yeah, but here's the
older.
thing.
It's just.
Yeah, here's the thing,
Jesus
though,
Christ.
Break. Here's the thing. It's fucking Square Enix who has endless fucking money when it comes to these games. You would think that they would take.
I hope when Profile Lenneth comes out on Steam, because it's gonna happen at some point, they don't screw it up this bad.
You would think that.
Is it even them that ported it, or did they
I think it
outsource
was-
it like they do a lot of stuff?
I'm pretty sure it was an internal port,
Yeah.
because
Ooh, that's even worse.
Yeah.
they explained the team that did it.
Yeah, this is.
No, I'm talking about Valkyrie, not
Yeah.
Chrono Trigger.
Well, this is.
Chrono Trigger was outsourced, I think.
This is.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Squinix loves outsourcing stuff.
Yeah, but I don't understand it. This is one of their this is a beloved game. Who that has played RPGs doesn't love Chrono Trigger? I've yet to meet that person.
I'm guessing the people that never played it before and played the original port.
Yeah,
Those
but
people probably don't enjoy the game.
probably not because they fucked it up. They've totally desecrated this fucking holy grail of games. I don't get Square Enix, man. I like Chrono Trigger. I wish they would have did a franchise based on Chrono Trigger rather than Final Fantasy. I honestly.
They did, but there was a Chrono Cross series.
Yeah, yeah.
I never.
Chrono Cross, it's not a bad game, but
Yeah,
it
it's
was
not
never
great.
supposed to be a sequel to Chrono Trigger.
Mhm.
And they kind of shoehorned it in and kind of
Yeah,
was
no,
to its detriment.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah, I always wanted a real sequel to Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, yep, me too, man. I mean, I think the world wants that. So if you're listening, Square Enix, make up for this fuck up by making a sequel, a really good one. All right, break. Next story. Breakman, did we lose you? Hey, Breakman, did I lose everybody? Eric, you there?
Yes,
Yeah.
you lost me.
Okay. Are you back?
I just hit the mute button for a second. God, man, like
every time I go to you,
like
it's
sitting there watching it. Like, what's going on?
no, I'm not watching it. I just went Breakman, you're up next, and then total silence. I'm like, did we lose Break again?
Yes,
All right, Break.
she did. Okay, coming to us live from RPG site. Clannad?
Clannad.
Clannad. I'm going to Clannads. Announced for the U.S. as a digital release on PS4.
Clannad. I love it.
Prototype is announced via the Twitter account, and who cares how they announced it?
Who cares?
Released in the visual novel will be released for PlayStation 4 in the United States as a digital-only title on PSN sometime late this month. Here are the details. After the death of his mother, and I'm reading this for Frank, Tomoya Okazaki, a guarded delinquent student at Hikarizaka High School, struggles to not only make sense of the abusive relationship he has with his alcoholic father, but also find meaning in his life. Yeah. While on his way to class one morning, he meets a mystifying girl named Nagisa. I mean, well, if you're gonna find Nagisa. Well, if you're looking for a distraction, I mean, girl.
Yeah,
works.
there you go.
She's delinquent like him, even better. I like her too. She's pretty cool, but only because she is repeating her senior year, unlike the perpetually tardy.
That doesn't exactly make her a delinquent, but technically classifies.
Well, I mean, she could have been like just somebody who's not showing up is why she's failing, not because she's not smart. It's just she's not doing the work, you know.
Yeah.
From their brief encounter.
Actually, it's because she was sick.
And they punished her for that. That's some bullshit. Nagisa decides that they should be friends and enlists Tomoya's help to revive the school drama club. Damn, she friend-zoned him right away! Not being busy in any way, he decides to join in. Wow, he just joins along this friend zone line, huh? Along the way.
Actually, he gets married to her later.
Oh, thanks for ruining it for us.
Yeah, no reason to play this game now.
Yeah.
Along the way, the two make friends and many other students and try to find both solace and belonging to their endeavors, and then later on they get married. Features full HD support, Series highest resolution, 5.1 inch, oh my god, 5.1 channel surround sound support.
5.1 inch, I love it. There you go.
Text support for both Japanese and English. Yeah, so there you go.
Text support.
See, you were going to spoil it for us anyway.
Yeah.
It wasn't in the story. I added it because you did that.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the reason is because there was a sequel, and we get to learn about their kid.
Yeah, why you gotta spoil it, man? You just ruined who did this?
I didn't ruin how it happens.
Publisher, prototype, and developer Keys Clannad.
As long as we still get to see the sex scenes, it's good.
And technically, there is still a harem, so there's like multiple endings.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Maybe there's multiple endings to this story. Actually, I think there's only one ending to this story. This comes to us from RPGsite.net. Nier Automata has surpassed 3 million shipments and downloads worldwide. Japanese official Twitter account, which who gives a shit. I'm with you, Break. Why do they fucking? Who cares where they announced it?
Well, you know what? I guess it's because just like I do, like I say the website I'm writing this from. Maybe that's the same reason they're doing it. But there's no reason for us really to read it.
Yeah, no. The big news here, 3 million copies. I guess the bigger news is Square Enix happy with that. That's they should be.
Apparently, if they're bragging about it, you know, unlike their usual projections, if they were less than 3 million and this is good for them, that's good. Maybe it's a sign of good things.
Yeah.
Maybe they're not going to forecast as badly in the future.
I hope not. Like I understand the need for it. Like you have investors that you're beholden to, and if you have, like, if I had shares in Square Enix, I would like them to be very ambitious, but I would also like them to be very realistic. You know what I mean? And then if you go above and beyond those numbers, then that's all the better. Like what happened with Tomb Raider was just atrocious. That game sold gangbusters, but you know, it's fucking Square.
Yeah, but I think Square has better expectations for this.
Yeah. Well, $3 million.
That's what we're saying. We're hoping in the future they're going to be better off as far as registering the saleability of a game.
Yeah.
Not over predicting like they did for Tomb Raider, and then saying Tomb Raider didn't do well, but in fact it did great.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't think Square anticipated it selling even this well.
Yeah. No, I don't think they did either, and this is good.
They're probably under $1 million with expectations for this game.
That's good. I'm glad it sold gangbusters because it's a good fucking game.
Yeah, and I do like that they're going by ship and not by sold units too.
Yeah, Well,
I mean, obviously online is sold, but
as
far as they're going for their shipped worldwide, which that's good numbers. That means that companies like GameStop, who were probably the primary sellers of this game, got good pre-orders from it.
Yeah. Well, that, and also it just got good word of mouth too. I'll be talking a little bit about word of mouth with the movies that I watched when I give my reviews of some movies that I saw yesterday. But
I saw a movie today.
Yeah, what'd you see?
I don't know. We'll talk about it later.
All right, then we'll talk about it later. Nier Automata, I hope that this is the start of a big franchise. Like, I know they had the other game, but this game really is, to me, like a good starting point for, to get offshoots and other great action adventure RPG type games. This is a good game, Nier, and it looks pretty. It really does. So. All right, next story comes to us from RPG site, Destiny 2.
Maybe we can get a sequel to Dragon Guard 3 that isn't as jank as that game was.
Yeah. All right, Destiny 2 Forsaken has been officially announced. September 4th, and here's the features. Features hunt down the 8 Barons and their crew. 2 new destinations, the Tangled Shore and the Dreaming City, a brand new raid, introducing Gambit, a 4 versus 4 competitive player versus enemy mode.
I thought they were adding mutants. I'm like, oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah. Wield new powers with 9 additional supers, collect new exotic weapons, armor, and gear. All new weapon archetype. Legendary bow, new story missions.
Is it just named Legendary Bow?
Yep.
That's the lamest name ever.
I know.
It's an archetype for a weapon, not a weapon.
Yeah, it's just generic.
So you can call it whatever you want.
Yeah.
I hope they'll let you call it whatever you want.
I would call
of kicking your fucking ass.
No, I would call mine the Bow of Billis. Just because it sounds ridiculous. But anyways, new story.
How about Bilbo?
No, Billis, because that sounds even worse.
Like, I'm going to call that my phallic shooter.
Oh, yeah, that's even better. New story missions, adventures, destination activities, and more. Dungeons in chat, he says, oh ye gods, Dragon Guard 3, true jank. And then he says, this is basically the Taken King moment for Destiny 2. Just wait a year later for the real game like last time. I hope so, because people... I mean, why are people buying this game if it's that shitty? I've never bought Destiny 1 or 2.
Did they ever fix Destiny 2's problems?
It looks like a fun game, but I kind of feel the same way about Destiny as I do about Fallout games.
Yeah.
You should wait. I'm sure it's fun now, but I'm also sure there are problems with it that need to be fixed.
Yeah.
And that you're not and that there's going to be a lot better stuff to come.
Since Dungeon Buster's here, it's not in the news, but we're getting in Metal Wolf Chaos.
Yeah, exactly. It says here, in addition, Activision shared details on how much things are going to cost, of course. Forsaken will be available as a standalone unit for $39.99, but it will require Destiny 2, along with Destiny 2 expansions 1 and 2.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
How is it standalone, but it requires it?
Yeah, it's not standalone.
I guess it's like standalone in the sense that you don't need to download it.
That's horseshit. That is a load of horseshit.
I'm thinking that Dungeon Buster is going to rack up when we do our 500th episode, because I think he's going to be the only one in chat to get those gift cards. What do you guys think? Like, week in and week out, and free.
Damn crazy devolver wants to do Mental Wolf Chaos. Let them.
If he is the one who gets them all, that's fine.
Yeah, I know. I have no problem with it. If Dungeon is the only one in chat, he's gonna get $75 worth of whatever the hell he wants. That's really cool. Dungeon said they might release a standalone version like they did with Taken King. It will have Destiny 2, but codes to download the.
Maybe that's what they mean then.
I'll just wait till they come out with like a, Game of the Year edition, which they seem to always do. So digital deluxe edition for $79.99, which is a ridiculous price. But that includes the Awoken Legend download content and the annual pass. Finally, what is the difference between like DLC and annual passes? I never got that. Like annual pass, you get all the DLC, right?
It's for that season though.
Is it a season pass or it's? Why are there different names for shit? Can't we just agree on some things? Either call it a season pass or call it an annual pass. Since everybody else calls it a season pass. Dicks, get aboard.
Dungeon says
get with the program.
Dungeon says he hopes he make it. Dungeon, you better be here, man. 500 episodes. Yeah, we're counting on you. You'll be the only chatter, man. I mean, you're almost guaranteed.
All by yourself. And
I know. You're almost guaranteed like $75 worth of whatever. Xbox, PlayStation, whatever.
Between you, Freak, and.
Maybe after Destiny 2 Forsaken, we can have a Destiny 2 Forgiven.
Yeah, exactly.
The fans forgive, or Bungie forgives, or asks for forgiveness, and they promise that they've changed.
Ooh, maybe Dungeon is like terminally ill or something. He says pre-grats on 500 levels. Yeah, like maybe he's like secretly battling like maybe he's one of those virtual. Like he's in a virtual realm and he's like Stephen Hawking and he's like talking to us from like a hospital bed somewhere.
I would like Bungie to branch away from Destiny, to do something else. I'm not saying stop doing Destiny because I know it makes some money and stuff. I'm saying do something else too.
Yeah, why not?
I'd like to see you guys be creative.
Also, don't let fucking Activision fuck you and make you do bullshit.
Yeah. Oh, I see. He's telling me to be quiet.
That was, I think, the reason they joined with Activision, because they were kind of the opposite of Microsoft.
Yeah, I know, man. But really, Activision, the opposite of Microsoft? They're not really...
To Bungie. I mean, they treat Bungie differently.
Yeah. Well, that's good, because Bungie is a good,
Bungie is planning to do something else in China.
Yeah, oh,
God. Boy. Damn it.
Pachinko machines, man. That's what they're doing.
I miss Bungie as a developer. I love the original Halo games. They're so fantastic.
Yeah. They're a good developer, man. They just, I don't know. Sometimes I think they're kind of...
I mean, remember Halo 2, like how big it was? It got one of the best soundtracks.
You make it like make an RPG. Like, stop making shooters.
Yeah, make an RPG.
You made shooters for nearly 20 years. Do something else.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
They used to do other things. They did an RTS at one point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was called Mythic.
Yeah. Yes, Mythic. That's right.
Yeah. What I think they should buy a property like, let's say, Eternal Darkness. Buy that from. What's that shitty developer again?
Diac.
Yeah, what's his...
Diac and Silicon Knights.
Silicon Knights, yeah.
Silicon Knights, yeah. Right. I couldn't think of the name either.
Buy that property and do that game, man. That game needs a revival, man. Eternal Darkness. All right, let's move on to the next story, Eric.
The next story is... Hold on a second. Code Vein's got a date. And it's launching for PS4, Xbox One, and Steam in the West on September 28th. Yeah. The console version is September 27th, and the Steam version is 28th.
I'm kind of excited for this. There's not much. There's a special edition for Japan.
Yeah, Japan only, but or at least for now. But
are you guys...
This figure of Mia Karstein, a world report art book, and a 22-track original soundtrack, and a code for the Bloodthirster DLC set that includes 3 accessories and a mask.
Yeah. Dungeon just said something fucking funny as hell. He says, "Watch Bungie revive Too Human. You know you want it." Yeah. You know what though? Like Too Human, like gets a lot of flack. It was a shitty game, but I could see.
But what do you mean? But what are you gonna say? But
hold on. I was gonna say.
When you die, you can watch the Valkyries take 5 minutes to resurrect you.
Yeah, I know. Like, I was hyped for that game. I bought into it.
Yeah,
I bought into the hype. The videos looked good. I was like, finally, like a Doom-like game for the consoles.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, this isn't. No. What did I do? No.
I guess that like a studio like Bungie could probably do it justice, but I'm really hoping for fucking Eternal Darkness. Somebody please buy that property. Like that game was like so good. I don't know if you guys ever had a chance to play it, but it was on the GameCube, and it was an amazing game. Dude, it had to do a loading thing every time you accessed a menu. God damn it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was a piece of shit game, man. No question. But I like the story and some of the gameplay looked good. So Spiritual Eternal Darkness sequel would be epic though. Yeah, I agree, Dungeon. The
gameplay was really repetitive. It got really repetitive really quick.
Maybe that's what Death Stranding is, though. The Eternal Darkness spiritual successor.
No. He says he can't wait for Code Vein, the game we're talking about now. I'm with you. I think this game's going to be something else, man. It's going to be cool.
Something to tide us over until From decides to do another Souls-like.
Yeah. Now, the only question is, do I buy this on the Xbox One or the PS4? Like, what do you guys think? Like, I
think you should wait until somebody does an analysis on all the versions.
That's true. You are infinitely wise, Eric. That's why you're doing the next story.
Next story. Before that, I want to mention that if you pre-order Code Vein, you can get in Japan at least. I don't know if they'll do it in the US, but you can get a God Eater collaboration weapon set. Yeah, God Eater 3 is a thing.
Yeah.
But we really haven't talked about lately because there's been not much news on it. But Life is Strange is coming to Android and apparently only just... Oh, wait, it's because it's already on iOS. But why didn't they do both at the same time? That doesn't make sense.
It happens a lot like that, and it doesn't make sense because despite the popularity of iOS, Android actually does outsell it.
Yeah. I'm wondering, is this like is mobile gaming like I have this game Life is Strange, I believe
I don't know how good this would perform on a mobile device though.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like I have this game on it's either the PS4 or the Xbox that I got it for, but I'm wondering if it could be any good on the mobile cuz it'd be pretty taxing, I think. But yeah, I want to get back to something that Dungeon said in chat. He said, Eternal Darkness Stranding. Yeah, that's what we need, man. We need more games.
Anyways, it says the Android version will feature controller support, as well as other mobile version features such as touchscreen integration and new photo mode.
Yeah, that's cool. I like the game.
I'd love to play this. I mean, I have it on my PS4, but I haven't touched it.
Yeah, I'm liking what I played so far. I have this game, and if you get a chance to get it, it's always on sale on the PlayStation Network and Xbox. So I'd pick it up for $10. I think I picked it up for 10, and then they got an expansion and stuff like that. But it's pretty good. I like it. I like it quite a bit. All right, break. Next story, please.
Coming to us live from Gamatsu.
Yes.
Titan Quest for Switch launches July 31st.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Dungeon says Life is Strange is pretty good. I agree. I kind of like it, man. You know what else, Dungeon? I was going to ask you on today's show. I knew you'd be here. How's Vampire? I saw Dungeon playing Vampire on PlayStation. I'm kind of curious if it's worth picking up or if it's kind of a wait till it goes down in price type of game.
One knock against it is that you can't do a pacifist run.
Well, is that a knock? Like,
why would you want to?
Yeah. Well, some people do.
For people that might want to, they won't be able to now.
For those weirdos who can't differentiate that this is fiction and not reality.
Yeah, exactly.
It's okay that you can kill somebody in a game.
Some people like the challenge, though, like Fallout.
That's
true. I'm with you though. I like that type of gameplay sometimes. Like if you can go through a game without killing anything, that's always a good thing. Dungeon says, "Whoa, Titan Quest for Switch, hack and loot for days." Yeah, it is.
It's basically Diablo.
Yeah, it looks good.
I heard it was a good game, so like at least this will tide us over until Blizzard decides to actually do Diablo 3.
Yeah, well, Diablo. Oh, for the Switch? Yeah, they could do it. They could do it for the Switch easily, I think. That game doesn't look too too tasking.
Let's look into getting review code for this if possible.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man. If you get some, let us know how it is, for sure. Dungeon says, Vampire has a great atmosphere. Gameplay is all right. Yeah, see, that's not what I'm looking for. That to me, that says wait till it goes down in price and get it later. But it looks fantastic for sure. He says you only have one save. It really forces choice and consequences because it constantly auto saves. Oh, yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
that's also kind of problematic too. Because if your save file corrupts, then you got to start over.
But it doesn't happen that often, man. I mean that
happened to me with fucking Transformers.
Ooh, yeah, that sucks. All right, this next story.
But you can replay the game. Remember the original Dead Rising? Like there was a lot of flack over limited saves.
Yeah.
But those saves, some of the stuff carried over. And you can keep playing the game in different ways if you wanted, and you died, and you still kept like your life bar and stuff like that. Like, I kind of like that. I thought it was kind of a neat thing. So if you failed one time, try something different.
Yeah, he says,
and you get stronger along the way.
Yeah, Dungeon says it's frustrating because if you want to do a super playthrough like with Detroit, you can't go back and replay from a save point. There is no Game Plus mode in Vampire.
Yeah, Detroit has like branching paths that you can on a flowchart you could just access at any point.
Yeah.
So you do have to completely start over every time.
Ooh, yeah, that's rough. Damn, I bet you they patched that out. He says if you want to see different threads play out, you need to replay everything. So I don't like that because that's a forced replay. You know what I mean? Like it's
yeah. Forced. Like why can't there be a new Game Plus?
Yeah.
I mean, that should be kind of standard in games like this.
I agree.
You'd think,
like you should be able
in choice-driven games, you should be able to continue from, to be able to keep something.
Yeah.
So say like if you found like a map or something, just I don't know, as an example. I don't know.
Or like
if you leveled up your character, if you leveled your character to 99, you don't want to start back at 0 unless you've at least kept your stats.
Yeah, I bet you.
So like you got your strength up to like 200, and now you can level it way past 200.
Yeah. He says it sucks because he did it early on, but he had to scavenge for shit all over again.
Like they should let you keep stuff like that in a new Game Plus. You don't have to do a lot to make a new Game Plus. I mean, if you don't want your character, you don't want them to start over with having whatever their maxed out life or whatever.
Yeah.
But let them start over with things that were hard to get.
Yeah.
Like the ultimate weapon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or his scavenge stuff. Like come on.
You should be able to keep your loot. Keep your loot. I bet you
we're enjoying your game. We want a reason to keep playing it.
Yeah.
It's one of the points of contention I have with the Kingdom Hearts remaster. It's like they didn't make any new tweaks in the game, so there's no new Game Plus on either games.
Yeah. We got a couple other chatters in chat. Cute Heel Girl and Shout Gamers and Slow Cool. I've seen Slow Cool in there before. They never say anything in chat, but what's up, guys and gals? Dungeon says part of the joy is exploring stuff to me, and it kind of stifles that. Yeah, I agree. Like people have problems with backtracking and stuff like that, but like I remember playing games like Metroid Prime, the first one, second.
I love Metroid Prime.
Oh god, it's so good, man, so good. Dungeon says he's gonna turn Breakman into a vampire. Vampire.
No, don't do that.
Yeah.
Please. I don't want to be a vampire.
How do you turn a robot into a vampire, though?
Yeah, exactly.
Like a vampire, it sounds like it would suck. I mean, you can only come out at night. You
It would
drink only
suck.
blood. You can't shower. You can't look at
Yeah.
yourself in the fucking mirror.
Unless you're a Twilight vampire, then you can do like
Break-
quote unquote.
Break said
vampire.
Break said being a vampire would suck.
That was an unintended pun.
Yes,
Good,
absolutely.
Good catch.
What if you're like an energy vampire where you just suck energy instead of blood?
Yeah, exactly. Those kind of vampires suck, though, man. You know, like literally suck. Like
Maybe that's
suck
what Neil
ass.
deGrasse Tyson is. He's an energy vampire. He just sucks all the fun out of a room.
Yeah, energy vampire. That would be a good like skit on SNL. Like the guy, like the vampire, just walks into a party and oh shit, I just did something to my screen here. The vampire walks into a party and then like he sucks all the life out of the room and the party just becomes real bland and dull.
Everyone just walks out.
Yeah, no.
The party's over.
Yeah, like the music turns to like elevator music and people are doing like, they're doing like the white person dance, like, like, and instead of like really, getting into it, and then like people are having conversations and then they're really lively and then they just turn to like, like paper or something. Like, do you know how to fold paper? Like that real boring and dull shit, Dungeon says stealth is hilariously bad in Vampire. Walking slow behind someone turned around is what passes for health. Wow, weird. Stealth, yeah, I'm sorry. The choices you make at major points in the story are like monkey's paw choices, though. Sometimes doing the right thing dooms an entire neighborhood, and you see the consequences.
Ooh, I like that.
I do like that. Bloodborne was sort of like that. Sort of like that. God, Bloodborne. I want Bloodborne 2. Bloodborne 1 was so good. It's so good.
So if you do the bad thing, will sometimes good turn out like consequently.
I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe Dungeon knows the answer to that. If you do something bad, does it mean?
I don't think Dungeon ever uses a bad character. Like he can't do it. He can't bring himself.
It's like me. We've talked about this before. I can never do bad shit in games. I don't know why. I just don't. Dungeon says I had to restart because one choice I made did something unexpected. That sucks, man. Really sucks. All right, let's move on to our next story from Gamatsu.
You said sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. Exceed Games. Man, a lot of sucking on this show today. Figuratively speaking.
We already talked about all the other games, but there's one in particular that we haven't talked about.
Bridget is evil in chat. She says, I like to kill some of my Sims.
I like games that give you like different kill animations. Like I try to get killed in those games just to see what happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Although I don't need to because I'm gonna die anyway.
Yeah, me too, dude. I was gonna say that's natural for me. Break. Like I suck at video games, but so here's Exceed's lineup for E3. Freedom Planet for the Switch.
That's the one I was talking about. It's like they're publishing the Switch version.
Gal Metal for the Switch. That's cool. Gungrave VR for the PlayStation VR. Sakuna of Rice and Ruin for the PS4 and PC. From the screenshot, it looks good. I haven't seen any video on that yet. Senran Kagura Burst Renewal. Playable on the PS4. So that's a nice little lineup that they got for E3. So I'm pretty sure that they'll have lots of goodness at E3. Dungeon says, I made the mistake of leaving a Sins game while going out to eat. I came back and it was night in the game. The house had apparently had a major fire in the kitchen, and there were ashes and bones or something.
Like you can't leave those Sims alone. They're like toddlers.
Yeah.
Like, you have to watch them like a hawk.
I don't like playing those Sims games, but I do like watching like Bridget play Sims every once in a while. I got her Sims for the Xbox, and It looks fun. It's a fun little. But
Mrs. Breakman, that's the only thing she'll play Mario too. But
yeah.
The Sims.
You need to get a Switch and
fun,
a PlayStation, man. I want to play some games with people online. I should play more with Eric. I don't know if we have the same games and shit though. Dunn says, I think so. Someone tried cooking and mistakes happened. Oh, they all died. Yeah, that happens. If you're not a good cook in The Sims,
can you die by bad food cooking in Sims?
No.
Mrs. Breakman said there's a Seasons pack coming out soon.
Oh, there's a Seasons pack coming soon.
They've got a lot of there's a lot of
I would not encourage EA by buying any Sims related expansions because those are things that should have been in the game to begin with, and now they're selling it to you piecemeal.
No, they had a lot of content with that added stuff. I don't know. There's some of it maybe early on, but since then they've added a lot of content. And if they'd waited to get all that content, the game wouldn't have come out for a long time.
Yeah, Bridget says, "Oh, then you have ghosts floating all over. Fun." Yeah, there's all kinds of
ghosts and zombie Sims.
Yeah, and Sims.
Ghosts and vampires are both.
They have vampires. I haven't got to the vampire pack yet, but I plan on getting that when they have a sale and I have a little extra cash. That should be fun. I'm gonna go ahead and do the last story. Tales of Vesperia. 10th anniversary remaster website discovered. The announcement set for E3 2018 comes to us from Gamatsu. So there's a website, and that's a story. So there you go. You're gonna get.
I'm gonna guess a PC, PS4, and Switch.
Yeah, I'm guessing. So we'll find out.
They might do an Xbox One, but just because there was a 360 version for the last one.
Yeah. I'm digging. I'm putting on porn music for our background
but
music.
Hey, we might finally get the content that was in the PS3 version if it gets localized.
Yeah. E3, before we get on to... Oh, shoot. I need to turn the porn music down. Yeah. I like it, though. That's kind of cool. E3, guys. Anything that you're hoping for in E3? We're not going to get too in-depth on this episode.
Well, one of my crazy fever dreams that happened, that's Wolf Chaos getting brought to the West.
Yeah, that would be
in some fashion. I don't know if it's a new game or if it's a remaster.
Yeah. But
it's probably just a remaster.
How about Chrono Trigger 2? Wouldn't that be something if fucking Square pulled a big one on everybody and they said, just kidding about the Final Fantasy VII remake, but we're going to be doing Chrono Trigger and it's ready to go now. That would be cool.
Some people have suggested maybe like Xenogears for Steam as well as Final Fantasy Tactics: The War of the Lions for Steam.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like a real sequel to Xenogears.
Yeah, that would be cool. How about a continuation of the Xeno saga? I wouldn't mind that.
The thing was that was supposed to be 5 games, but then I think they had to kill 2 of them and then make the 3rd game the final game.
How about
because it didn't do as well as they were hoping?
Yeah.
They overestimated on that one.
Not only that,
the main reason why.
Not only that, but they ran out of money.
Yeah. How about a sequel to Nocturne or Devil Summoner 3? If we're talking Atlas properties, Final Fantasy, I don't know, what are they up to? 16? That would be okay.
Yeah, it would be 16. Yeah, I doubt they'd announce that. It'd be more like a sequel. Probably. I could see them
Square would totally announce it and then take 3 years before they actually say it's in development.
Yeah, you could be right. They just do a quick teaser trailer like they did for 7, where you just see the hand of Cloud and Barret. That's it. Hey.
Yeah, and then 10 years later they give you another teaser trailer, not even a full trailer. That would be Square for sure. Are we actually going to get that Final Fantasy VII remake this year or next year?
No, not
next year. Not even probably next year.
God.
They haven't shown any video of it yet. If it comes out next year, I'd be surprised. I'm thinking 2020 at the earliest.
I saw a little snippet of the game at one point. Not the what do you call it, the teaser. It was something different. So that.
I mean, you're talking about like the screenshots that have been going around the internet about the airbuster battle.
That, and there was another little tiny video that somebody had dug up somewhere that I'll have to look for it. But yeah, I kind of got
need that music playing.
Yeah, the music's so distracting.
Oh God, you guys don't like the porn music? Okay, well.
I mean, you can play it if you want. It's kind of weird. Every time we talk, it stops. If it was gonna keep playing the entire time, it'd be okay, I guess.
It stops? Really? Damn, that's weird.
When I'm talking, I hear, or when you're talking, when Eric's talking, when I'm talking, I hear no music.
I hear the
I wonder
music
if
all the
it's
time.
situational sound adjustment.
It's weird because I hear it all the time, like constant. All right.
We should ask Dungeon Buster. He's the one that matters.
Yeah, exactly. He's the one that's blessed with the 70s porn music. All
No,
right.
I didn't mean that. I meant like he's the listener. Like, what does he think about it? God,
Yeah.
Frank, why
He
did you
like-
take it to such
dude,
a
I can already
place?
tell.
Funky branding.
I can tell he likes the porn music. So, I mean, it's one of those things. Like, you just know, Anyways. So what are you looking forward to most, Break? E3?
I've said it numerous times. I believe they're going to announce Halo 6.
Yeah, Halo 6. That's a
That
biggie.
has me excited.
Yeah.
We know I want to know more about the the new Fallout game that Bethesda's announced.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 76. That's
Yeah,
looking.
we know it's
Whether
going
or
to be
not Reach 2
online.
is worth anybody's time as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. I don't-
Let's see. What else do we know about E3 so far?
Metroid Prime 4 is probably going to have some kind of more information give.
Here's
And we might actually see gameplay.
Yeah, what big announcements are Nintendo going to have? Because
yeah.
I
don't
want
think
another
they're gonna announce
Zelda,
a Mario game.
but
Mhm.
I want
Zelda
another Zelda,
game.
but I don't think it's going to be like a follow-up to Breath of the Wild. It's probably going to be more like closer
Dynasty
traditional
Warriors.
or side game.
Yeah.
maybe a 3DS game. Because I don't see them doing like another Zelda
I don't know.
or another.
I think they're done
Mario
with the 3DS.
systems.
Yeah.
They'll probably make a Switch game.
Yeah, you got a good point. They might be getting. I think they are pretty close.
How
to being done
about
with
how about
3DS.
a new Kirby game? That would be cool. From
We already have
from
a new
Nintendo.
Kirby game.
What's it called?
It's called Star Allies, and it came out like a couple months ago.
News to me. Like I'm out of it. I don't, but I agree. Like something that what Nintendo should explore. Maybe getting together with they used to do this quite a bit. Get with another company and do an original IP and publish it. Like just something different. Like I don't know.
Like
I'm
Super
pretty sure
Mario
that's
RPG, for instance.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what Sushi Strikers is all about.
What about do you guys think? See, this is going to be my biggest hope is that they announce Bloodborne 2. That would be my hope for E3. If they announce that game, I think that would be huge. Be really
I'm
big.
expecting Microsoft to announce more on Crackdown, and hopefully it gets a release date this year.
Have you not been paying attention?
That
It's been delayed till 2019
Yep.
now.
Yep.
I didn't see that. No.
Yeah, it's delayed. But and for good reason. The videos that I saw of it did not look good, man. What about Anthem? Anybody excited for that? Because the vibe I get is kind of like nobody's excited. Like it's just.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
Yeah, Anthem. It's that new big property from what's that company, Eric?
They're some piece of shit company that did nasty on Star Wars.
Yeah, EA.
I'm not familiar with Anthem. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna Google it.
Anthem looks
It's
good.
BioWare's next game.
Yeah, Anthem looks good to me, but I think they're gonna find some way to fuck that experience up.
Anthem.
Transactions and loot boxes.
Yeah, loot box.
Anthem Health Insurance. No, that's not what it was.
Anthem Health Insurance. Yeah. What about a Castlevania game? That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
If they go back to the old style of Castlevania, I didn't like the last Castlevania.
Here's what I'm expecting from Konami. I'm expecting a Pro Evolution Soccer game, and Yu-Gi-Oh game, and those are probably the 2 Switch announcements.
Yeah.
But I want it to be like some kind of Castlevania collection, because Konami's never actually done a collection of their Castlevania.
That would be cool. Dungeon says Anthem is BioWare's Destiny.
See, I wasn't interested until you said BioWare, and you said BioWare, and I got my interest.
Yeah.
I'll take that back. They actually did do a collection. It was a collection of the Dracula X series. That's a remake of Dracula X and of Symphony of the Night, as well as the original Dracula X on the PSP.
Yeah. Dungeon says, but hopefully it will be way better than Destiny. I hope so, man. But I just hope they don't fuck people with the damn loot boxes, man, like they did with Battlefront. I like, man.
You know, I wanted to talk about that one what we've been playing, but I don't even know if we're gonna do that right now. But
yeah,
I haven't come across any loot boxes in the game.
Well, we don't have any homie discounts or Twitter comments.
Well, we're still talking E3, so
nah, we're done with E3. We'll talk in depth next week. I know this is just like a preview before the show. We were just, answering a couple questions there. What have you been playing, Break?
Well, I've been playing Battlefront 2 mostly. You remember what I said about the first Battlefront? Like it lacked that really one thing, fun. Battlefront 2 does not lack fun.
It's pretty fun.
Does not lack that. It has all the cool features the first one had, and by cool features I mean like the really feeling the experience of being in a world of Star Wars. Like they've made it really feel like a Star Wars world, and it's enjoyable to play.
Yeah. The last time I got that feeling, Break, was Knights of the Old Republic. Wouldn't that be a good announcement? Like Knights of the Old Republic 3 or something. That would be kind of cool. I'd dig that. But anyways, continue on.
It'd have to be I'd think something different instead of continuing that. Maybe a new Star Wars RPG would be cool.
Yeah, yep. That would be awesome.
So it's still the same type of game, but it's hard to explain how it's different than the original. Like the original seemed like it wasn't really finished in a weird way. I don't know how to say it because it felt like a polished game. Like it was graphically pretty, and you were in his world Star Wars, but it was missing something.
It just lacked.
I said
polish?
Like fun.
Fun. Yeah,
basically for me. I mean, but I've seen people play it and they'll play it and enjoy it and they play it all day long. It's the only game I've been playing all week. I've been really enjoying it.
Yes, a Star Wars open world galaxy game RPG would be fun. I think that would be awesome, man. Who wouldn't like to just head on over to Tatooine or whatever other planet? And
No Man's Sith.
I'm pretty sure they already did that, but it was an MMO and it was terrible.
No MMO.
I haven't come across any loot boxes or anything like that. Really, I thought they took all that stuff out, and I don't see any of it.
Well, that's good.
They're gonna put loot boxes back in, but they're getting rid of microtransactions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Anything else you've been playing, Break?
Not really. That's it.
All right, Eric. What have you been playing?
More Apple Wars. Bloodstained: Curse of the Moon. I beat all the endings, got all the Steam achievements.
Yay!
Which, if you have a PSN version, you'll find that it doesn't have a complete achievement list, so you can't get a platinum. So I'm guessing it also doesn't have a complete gamer score number of 1,000. Who cares? Because I don't care about that shit.
Yeah, I don't care about that shit either.
I did it mainly just to see the different endings.
Well, that's cool. What else?
A little bit of a game called Moonlighter, which is like an action RPG in the vein of like Zelda, but the idea is kind of like Reciteer, only you go out yourself and you loot the dungeons for stuff to sell.
Yeah.
But you don't have to do that. You can do it Reciteer's way, and you could hire people to do it for you instead.
Yeah. They should come out with Dark... what is that? God damn it. Never mind. Dundon says, ooh, just read the Metal Wolf Chaos news. Yeah. Yeah, that's exciting.
See, I've been avoiding spoilers. Really, I want to wait and see what I want to see the big showcases.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I like I like their conferences.
Oh, yeah. One thing, I wonder how many people are clamoring for Metal Gear Rising Revengeance 2 or something.
Yeah. Here's a question.
If they announce it, there'll be one guy in the crowd like, yeah, and everybody looks at him like, huh?
Here's a question. How interested in people in like live grinders during E3? That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it?
That's a lot of time. You mean like during the press conferences?
Maybe during the press conferences, like I could come on, and if you guys happen to be there, like it's on the weekend, so it's not like, you know.
I need money to go to California.
Yeah, I know, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I know EA's is tomorrow.
E3.
Yeah, I think I'll probably do some E3 and on Twitch and YouTube. So it'll be an unofficial RPGrinders app.
I got sick on Monday, so there goes my idea for taking Monday off to watch the stuff.
Yeah.
I especially want to watch the Square presser because that happens when I'm at work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tuesdays with Nintendo's Direct.
Yeah.
And I also won't be here for, but I could always watch it online. I highly doubt Square puts up their pressers on their website, but who knows?
Who knows? We'll see. I've been playing a little bit of Marvel Puzzle Quest. Of course, I play that every day. And Uncharted. I wanted to say something about Uncharted. It holds up pretty well for being a remaster from a PS3 game. It's really pretty on the PS4. So if you don't already have that Uncharted collection, it's well worth the money now. You can get it for $20 or less. It's worth it. I think I picked it up for $10 when it came out on the PlayStation Plus sale. So that was a good thing. I didn't get a chance to play many games this week because I watched a lot of TV. And I have a lot of reviews, but let's go with Eric's review first of Batman Ninja, and then I'll get into mine because I'm kind of excited for my review.
Batman Ninja is probably the stupidest goddamn Batman thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's stupid,
but that's
it's
exactly
fun.
why it's awesome.
Yeah, it's stupid fun. It really is. It's just completely.
I have a few problems with it though. Like.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers, what the fuck are you doing? Not putting the Japanese audio in the language menu? Why do I have to go to special features? And why isn't the English subtitle track for the Japanese audio? Why is it just for the English dub?
Yeah, it's weird.
Because like the way that they wrote the script for the English language release, was vastly different from the Japanese one.
Yeah,
it's like almost 90% of it's different. So it's practically a different movie.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of good in a way.
So I have to find a digital version somewhere and find a way to get the subtitle. Find the subtitle track. Find a way to get it to run on the digital version.
Break. That's funny.
I'll probably be back here next week to tell you how different it is.
Yeah. Break says, is the sequel going to be Batman Samurai?
Here's the weird thing, too. It's like, in Japan, it was called Ninja Batman, but they called it Batman Ninja here for whatever reason. But he kind of was Samurai Batman. Like he was Sengoku Batman, and then he becomes Batman Ninja.
Yeah. So what are you giving Batman Ninja, Eric?
I'm gonna give it 8.5.
All right, that's fun. It's
like the dubbing is not the greatest. I mean, I guess it's acceptable. Like the only familiar voice actors that you've been used to for a while would be Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, who are voiced by both Tara Strong.
Yeah.
So like, I can't really care about Tara Strong because Tara Strong's the anti-vaxxer, so fuck her. But I'm gonna say they do a lot of, like, almost the entire Batman family is here. Like the only people that are missing are Batgirl and Batwoman. It's like, why aren't they in this movie? Up? Batman's not there either.
How about Ace the dog?
Although the one thing I will say about this movie is
Ace the dog.
It feels more like a '66 Batman movie. than anything.
Yeah.
It's like,
that does sound pretty awesome.
If 66 Batman somehow took itself a little bit more seriously, this is what would probably happen.
Yeah.
But because like they even do the 66 Batman theme a little bit.
Yeah. Hey, Break, you brought me back to the 80s with that confrontation, man. The Batman Ninja 2, the confrontation. Remember those movies? Did you ever watch like American Ninja and like what was the other ones, Break? There were so many good ones back in the day. And I say by good, I mean bad good, you know? So bad they're good.
Like those over the top action. You know, none are coming to mind at the moment.
Invasion USA. You guys remember Michael Dudikoff Dungeons?
Yeah, like all those movies starring like Michael J. White and Cynthia Rothrock.
Yeah,
and,
Cynthia Rothrock.
Billy Drago and shit like that. Those movies are fucking awesome.
Out for Justice was Seagal when Seagal was good. Invasion.
I know, when people still liked him before we knew how much of a cheap piece of shit he was.
Dungeon. I'm gonna date myself a little bit, man. Invasion USA was insane. I highly recommend people watch that movie. It's good. It's fun. It's bad, but good. So bad it's good.
What was it? Reno Williams, The Adventure Begins.
Remo Williams. You ever
yeah.
You ever see a movie called Lone Wolf McQuade? I love that movie. It's so cheese fest good.
I don't know if I have or not.
I will say for Batman, it's just like, please in Japan, just stop trying to make CG an anime thing.
Dungeon
it's never going to be good unless it's Final Fantasy or Guilty Gear.
This dates Dungeon too. He says he saw Invasion USA on VHS. That's crazy, man. That I think I saw it on VHS too. Either that or like on like free TV, like on a Saturday, the edited version. All right, I'm gonna do my reviews quick fire here because I got a few. Santa Clarita Diet season 2. I finished that season and it's every bit as good as the first season and crazy. If you like dark humor, watch Santa Clarita Diet. It's a funny show. And it's fun to watch. So if you're into like horror, comedy, dark comedy, zombie type stuff with a sense of humor, watch it. It's really good. I'm gonna do this solo. I don't have much to add to this.
Okay, I'm gonna mute myself.
No, I'm not gonna spoil anything. Break. You don't have to go. Break, you there? He left. Good. Good-ish. The only thing I wanted to add is by the end of the movie, I really felt that guy was Solo. Like I didn't even think of Harrison Ford after a while. I thought he did a good job. So I'm giving it a 7. It's a solid movie.
Oh, yeah. That goes into a stinko I could mention, but I don't know if you had Star Wars as your stinko.
No, I don't have Star Wars as my stinko.
Oh, apparently another Star Wars actor has been chased off of Instagram because of rabid fanatics.
Yes, I read that. It's ridiculous. Totally ridiculous.
The person that played Rose in The Last Jedi.
Yeah. Okay, so Santa Clarita Diet Season 2 gets a solid 8.5 for me. I saw a movie called Upgrade. And check this out, guys.
That's the one that's on YouTube, right?
No, it's not on YouTube, I don't think.
It's in theaters?
It's in theaters.
Okay. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
I went to go see Hereditary, and I made Hereditary a double feature by sneaking in to see Upgrade. And Upgrade is fantastic.
Are they that lax there that you could do that?
Oh, dude, come on, man. Like if you don't have money, that's the way to do it, dude. Like, I mean, there was nobody in the theater. There was like 3 or 4 people, so it wasn't like they were. And the usher came in and everything. Like, they're not gonna care, you know. What's the worst?
We're already charging you $20. Why not?
Yeah. What's the worst that could happen? Just say get out. Okay. So Upgrade.
But if they ban you, that's less business for them. So it's like, why not?
Yeah.
We don't want to piss these people off. There are there are a reason for having money.
Yeah. Dungeon says he liked it. It was entertaining. I wouldn't have felt that I would have missed anything major not seeing. Yeah, that's kind of how I felt. Like it was unnecessary. Solo, that is. Upgrade's great. If you like action, over the top, bloody, gory action, then Upgrade is perfect. I'm not a huge action guy, but I really enjoyed Upgrade. I saw the previews, got interested, and decided to dip on in, and it was perfect timing, and it was good. It was glorious.
Well, if I have room after seeing Haikara-san and Hereditary and Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, then I'll see Upgrade.
Yeah, Upgrade is awesome.
Is Upgrade like a red box thing?
No, I think it's a solid screener, dude. I mean, if you happen to get it on Redbox, that's fine too. But if you have the extra money, I highly recommend it. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10, and that's really good for an action movie. I'm not a huge action movie guy, but this is the review I really wanted to get to. A movie called Hereditary. I'm a huge horror fan, and I like a lot of the old classics: Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Halloween, of course, and those are all great movies. Exorcist comes to mind. Kind of a pantheon of scary movies. And I'm adding a modern movie to that. Two modern movies to that. One is called Get Out. If you haven't seen that movie, it's fantastic and eerie and scary and worth every penny that I paid to see that movie. But I'm also adding Hereditary. Hereditary is a modern Exorcist. It's that fucking good. Hereditary is... I'm not using hyperbole when I say Hereditary is one of the scariest movies I've seen. Get Out, super scary to me, but in a different vein than Hereditary. It's more along the lines of an Exorcist scary, but more of a slow burn. The best way that I could describe Hereditary, it revolves around a family of four, daughter, son, and kind of, just an everyday, every man's family, American family. But the best way that I can describe Hereditary, it's like a long tendril that slowly creeps up on you, grabs you, and won't let you go, like a squid. That's Hereditary. I felt in the movie theater, I very rarely feel this way, but I felt like I was being choked the entire time by what was going on the screen. It is a fantastic movie, and I don't give 10s out lightly. I gave Get Out 10, and I think that's the only movie I've ever given a 10 on this show. I'm giving Hereditary a 10 out of 10. It is a fucking scary ass movie, and if you like horror movies, you're gonna love this movie. And I hope a lot of people go out this weekend and support Hereditary, because it deserves every bit of the acclaim that it's getting. It's a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes, and if Toni Collette doesn't get an Oscar nomination, I'm boycotting the Oscars. That's all I got to say about it. It's a perfect horror movie in every regard. I didn't see any flaws. I know every movie has flaws, but if this movie has flaws, they're very hidden to me, and somebody's going to have to point them out, because it is fantastic. It is great. I highly recommend seeing Hereditary in the theaters. Please see this movie, because it's great. That's my review.
That's all your review. So can we talk spoilers of Solo now?
Spoiler alert. Yep, go ahead.
All right, cool. So yeah, obviously I did see Solo.
Yeah.
I was just giving you shit by not listening.
Yeah, you son of a
Talking in
bitch.
chat. So I did see Solo. I think Solo is like it's a Star Wars movie for Star Wars fans. I think.
Yeah, I agree.
This is expanded universe stuff. This is for the people who read the books.
Yeah.
And such, you know. But I definitely left with some questions.
What's your
like,
question?
Anyone who is any kind of Star Wars fan has always known that Chewie has followed Han everywhere because he owes him a life debt.
Yes, and we get to find that out, sort of, don't we? Like,
yeah, they never explain it as a life
we don't.
That's what it is.
I don't think so. Like, it is. Does he get a life debt at the end when he saves him from Beckett?
No, he gets
I don't think so.
Like, freedom.
I think,
but when he freed him, they worked together to be freed.
Yeah,
so
but I think
that's not really a life debt type thing, and they never mentioned the life debt at all.
No,
I think they were going to work the life debt into the sequel kind of thing.
Maybe there's no way Solo gets a sequel.
There's no way.
It did too terribly.
But I took it as like Han was the one that got them out. Like, he's the one that suggested, breaking that pole thing, and he got him out and got him transportation too. So
I know, but like, he never really mentions life debt because if you look at it later on in the movie, he chooses, instead of to help Han, to go off and help his people.
Yeah.
If he had a true life debt, he couldn't do that. He'd have to follow Han.
Yeah.
So he didn't actually have a life debt at that point. So the only point he could have got the life debt is when he saved him from Beckett. But that just didn't seem life debt worthy.
Maybe.
Although I said that was probably the greatest scene in the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good.
On shooting him in mid-sentence.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a callback to the first trilogy.
Yeah.
To the original, basically, it is kind of a pointing out of Han's character. Han Solo is a survivor.
Yeah.
He's looking out for number one. Well, and Chewie. Like,
I don't know.
Chewie,
I mean, the movie kind of fucks with that idea because he's a kind of a hero at the end. But I'm thinking the way Han is like he won't get involved unless he's already involved.
Yeah.
No, he's a survivor. Like, him giving them like the stuff that they want and they need, that's not really out of the character of being a survivor. He doesn't need that stuff.
You know what I think this movie suffered from, Solo? Because I think it's the weakest Star Wars movie since probably, I don't know, not Last Jedi, but Phantom Menace. And that's, I mean, I'm not putting it in the same vein as Phantom Menace, but I think having Ron Howard kind of took a little bit of the zing out of that movie. And if you look at Ron Howard's career, he's not really known for the most exciting of movies. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it didn't have a Star Wars pace. You know what I mean, Break? Like, it just seemed like it was a by-the-numbers Star Wars movie.
I do see like it being by the numbers. I definitely agree with that. I feel like they played it safe in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like after watching, other movies, like, for instance, The Last Jedi, when they go off and do, like, this gambling casino and stuff, I appreciate this one staying on point at all times, It keeps within itself and it doesn't go branching off into other places,
Yeah.
And Dungeon Buster in chat says he thought the life debt was because he helped free Chewie and then helped him free his people.
Yeah,
he just really gave him a weapon and left. He didn't actually help at that point. In fact, after that, he came back and saved Han.
Yeah.
And, after he saved his people, Han was in deep shit, and here comes Chewie to save his life.
Yeah. All right.
So I think the life debt didn't actually happen in this movie. I think it'd be in another movie, or basically him and Chewie are just besties.
Yeah.
And that's why Chewie stays with him.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it was just
they're rewriting the fiction.
By
not having a sequel in this movie.
Yeah, it would. It would. Yeah, we're definitely not getting a sequel to that movie. But maybe it is. Maybe it was just a story that Han made up. That he was indebted to Han. Because Han is kind of like that renegade. Outlaw type type guy, with a heart of gold. So maybe it was just like some bullshit story that he told somebody one day, and then it just the legend got added to over the years or something, something like that. Maybe I guess that's what I mean. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, what's the span of time between this film and episode 4?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I was reading online somewhere. 10 years roughly.
Okay. Let's move on to our stinkos real quickly, guys. We don't got much time to do all these things and get to a free-for-all. So, Eric, actually, let's go with Break. Break, what's your stink? Do you have a stinko this week?
Yeah, I got one stinko, and it's an annoying one. Although I think for Frank, there's one of these particular types that he probably waits for and hopes for. But I'm referring to solicitors, the door-to-door salespeople and such. And I know Frank wishes every day that Jehovah's Witnesses come to his door.
Oh, I pray for it. I pray to God that Jehovah's Witnesses come to my door.
Yes, I know. You can't wait. You sit there and wait all day long.
Oh God, and they never do. But I always have this fantasy of like them showing up at my doorstep like a Jehovah's Witness, and me like opening the door all menacingly, and listening to what they have to say and say, come on in. The Dark Master has foretold your coming. And like be all dastardly and like I think that'd be fun. That'd be really fun. But yeah.
That sounds pretty funny, in fact. But I get Jehovah's Witnesses. I get electric people trying to sell us like different electric plans and trying to get us on the like cable or one of my favorites, the guy trying to sell meat out of the back of his truck.
Those are always fun. Yeah, those are always fun.
Those totally aren't dead people.
Well, the last guy was a dick about it too because I didn't want it. I'm like, dude, no.
No, get out of here.
Like, what's wrong with you? Like, this is good stuff, man. I just do this, and I'm just wondering, like, man, can I call the cops on this dick?
I know. What an ass.
But
you need a license to sell stuff.
Yeah,
just like those. Yeah, so those guys and my least favorite of all, like the politicians, like you remember that, like I told you the story many times of the politician coming up interrupting me when I'm working in my yard.
Yeah.
Asshole. Well, so this week, though, Mrs. Brakeman, she had to deal with solicitors when I wasn't around, and she put up a note on notebook paper. She said instead of answering the door, she just put this under the curtain. And a note saying, solicitors will be charged $50 to speak. By knocking, you agree to this payment. Thanks.
I love it. That's awesome, man.
I should do that.
Yeah, that's really good.
Door-to-door salespeople don't make anything. They are being screwed. It's basically a pyramid scheme. There are people at top making money. Yeah. They don't make shit. Now, in fact, a lot of those people are sent out there for free.
Yeah.
And with promises of what they're going to get and never get that.
And they never get
it. So I feel
maybe
bad
I should make another note that says if you're part of a door-to-door salesperson that's a part of a pyramid scheme, you're getting screwed. Don't do this anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think they realize they're in a pyramid scheme.
Yeah, it's. A lot of people get sucked up into those games, man, and it's
like I've seen like for instance, kids selling vacuum cleaners. Like they literally drove them to the neighborhood, dropped them off with the vacuum cleaner, and told them go sell it.
Yep.
Like just left him there, and I'm like, what the? Like, what is this shit, man? Like,
and
how much are they paying you for this?
Yeah,
and then
nothing.
He's not getting shit for it, you know?
Yep. No, that's which by the way,
to get shit to sell popcorn or cookies either, do they?
Which, by the way, is illegal. You can't work.
No,
free.
Girl Scouts. No, they like for instance, they do not make shit selling cookies.
No,
they get into, or at least I know it used to be like you'd get. Not money, like you'd get into
trips and
Well, I was in school. It was you would get if you sold like candy bars door to door, you would get points towards a catalog where you could buy stuff in this catalog, but you'd have to sell like 1,000 candy bars to get something worth like $50.
Yeah, no, for sure. It sucks, and it's
yeah,
definitely
and
a stinko,
I think
man.
solicitation should be illegal going door to door.
I agree. I think the time for door-to-door salespeople is pretty much in the past, man. It's. I hope it dies out because you're right. There's a lot of fucking problems with it, for sure. Eric, quickly, what is your stinko of the week?
My stinko is that Minnesota and Amazon workers are seeking better workplace coaches, and so the stinko is actually the fact that they have shitty working conditions.
Yeah, nah, that sucks, man. I've been
A
hearing
group
about
of East African employees at that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. People are people, right? Like
Yeah.
we all.
Yeah, but it's like they're definitely being exploited.
Yeah, and that sucks. Anytime somebody, I mean, this has been known for a long time that Amazon doesn't really treat its employees the greatest. You know, I know if you were to interview Jeff Bezos, he would say, "Oh, we're doing great with our employees, and we do this and that and the other. Just look at so and so." But every fucking time, that you interview one of these people, they're gonna say the same thing. It's like a broken
And
record.
we know this is going on, but the article has to say the employees allege that they have experienced exhaustion, dehydration, and injuries. And this is what Amazon does instead of giving you healthcare. They have an EMT right outside.
Oh, get the
warehouse.
fuck out of here! Fuck you and your EMT, Amazon.
I'm sure they
kidding me?
still have to pay because they don't have healthcare.
What?
I think a lot of companies should have an EMT, but in place of healthcare.
No,
Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, right. That's exactly right. Like EMTs are great.
And
They're like, why don't you guys
it's
bend
healthcare,
over? We're
but
gonna
it's not-
shove
it's
this
not
light
actual
right up your
insurance.
ass.
Break, you're funny as fuck, man. Yeah, the bend
It's
over.
like some sleazy slime ball that was like in marketing said
Yeah.
it's technically healthcare because we're providing a service
Oh,
by
get
putting
the
the EMT
fuck
out
out.
there.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, and I'm sure that EMT is happy about that. That he's responsible for the health care of all those employees. But whatever.
I mean, in my job, we have an EMT, but they work there on the job doing the job, so
Yeah.
it's not just them being there as the EMT.
Yeah.
I bet they advertise that too. A perk of
EMTs
working
what
at
they do on the
Amazon.
side, and their actual job is at the warehouse.
What's that? Break.
A perk of working at Amazon is you won't die on the job.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck
Wait,
that.
what do you mean won't die on the job? What are you talking about? What's going on?
I know. What are you
It's really
doing
hot
to kill
in there.
us? Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna move on to my stinkos real quickly. I got 4 of them, and you can guess where this is going. Number 1 is Rudy Giuliani again for being a douchebag and talking shit about Stormy Daniels and women in general. How dare he?
How about just Trump opening his mouth, period?
Hold on. Manafort, again, he's been now charged with 2 additional crimes, and that guy should be in a jail cell right now. Why he's not is beyond me. He is a fucking criminal, and he broke the terms of his fucking release by trying to intimidate witnesses, and anybody like that should be immediately in jail. Trump again for just pardoning people willy-nilly. I'm really happy for one of the people that he pardoned, but giving pardons like that is a definite abuse of power. And speaking of abuses of power, Scott Pruitt is a swamp monster that uses his clout and government money for his millionaire tendencies. He ordered somebody to find a used mattress from I don't know if it was a Ritz hotel, but he looked for lotion at that Ritz. I mean, that guy is as corrupt as they come, and all of them are as corrupt as they come, and they all need to be swept out of office and in a jail cell somewhere. And I'm including Rudy Giuliani in that shit because he's said a lot of inflammatory things that he should be punished for. And I'm not talking about free speech and all that type of stuff, because anybody has a right to say what they say. But when it's harmful to the country, when you're attacking the justice system, the very foundation of which this country was founded on, I think there's something, very wrong with you. And I still think he looks like a South Park character. But anyways, Breakman, you're Sweeto.
You just imagine being voiced by Trey Parker or Matt Stone.
Yeah, exactly. Break.
Oh my god, I want that. Yeah, me and DB would like to know why you would insult swamp monsters like that, man.
He said swamp monster, not swamp thing.
Yeah, swamp
But
thing.
Swamp Thing is a swamp monster.
No,
like,
he's not. He has.
Yeah, he's a swamp god.
Yeah.
You made Swamp Thing sad.
Hey, I remember the Swamp Thing plushies back
Frank
in
is
the
the
day.
swamps.
What's that? I am the enemy of
swamps.
Swamp monsters.
You're a
for sure.
monster.
Look, I
Or
remember.
Swamp Thing and his feelings.
I remember the Swamp Thing plushies back in the day, and anything that can be made into a plushie cannot be considered a monster.
You can't make Trump into a plushie.
You cannot make Trump into a plushie because it's not allowed. It's illegal.
Can you make him into a stress ball? That would be awesome.
Yes, that would.
Because then you'd probably end up destroying it too quickly.
Yeah.
Oh my god, a stress ball of his head. Like
Yeah.
Has anybody done that? We need to trademark that right now.
It's trademarked right now. We own the trademark to that. So if anybody's thinking,
DB says a Cthulhu plushie.
Cthulhu has a plushie, yes, but Cthulhu is
Beanie Baby Cthulhu.
Cthulhu is so fun. You can't say that about Rudy Giuliani, Paul Manafort, Donald Trump, or Scott Pruitt. So there, take that. There is Trumpy Bear. That's completely different. That is from the imagination of a 2-year-old that envisioned Trump as a teddy bear. So, yeah, no.
Poor brainwashed youth.
Yeah, exactly. Brainwashing the youth, man. I'm telling you. All right. Break, did you finish?
No, that's what reminds me.
No,
Christopher
Sweeto.
Robin, live action Winnie the Pooh
Looks
with
like
a hook
shit.
angle to it.
Yeah, it looks like shit.
It might still be a good movie, but I'm sorry, but Winnie the Pooh looks just frightening.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. Break, you're Sweeto. Did you finish?
Oh, Sweetos. I was gonna say it's E3, and I liked some of the I liked Solo. I think it was a Star Wars movie for Star Wars fans. For instance, like the. Never mind. I'm not doing spoilers.
No more spoilers, man. Dungeon says.
I mean, and I don't want anybody to mistake. Like, I don't think it's the greatest movie ever. I
Dungeon
enjoyed
Buster's
it.
talking with a new Shaq Fu. Oh boy.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, there's a new one?
Yes, and it there's a boss apparently called Arthur O'Deal who may or may not look like a certain government official. So there you go.
I'm sorry, there's a new one?
Yes.
Yeah. Shaq Fu Legend Returns.
One of the worst games ever made, there's a new one?
Yeah, it's a beat 'em up now though.
Yeah. Beat 'em up.
And it's apparently not bad, but like not bad by Shaq Fu is really awful.
Yeah, Shaq
Standards.
Well, DB says the game is still blah, but it looks nice. Like,
Shaq Fu is one of the worst games ever.
Is there going to be a sequel to Superman 64 next? We're getting a remake of E.T.
No, there'll be
Oh God, no remake of E.T. please.
The next Pac-Man game is going back to blocks.
Yeah, Dungeon rented it.
And
technically, there is a sequel to Superman 64, only it's not Superman.
Oh God,
It's a game called Room in the Night Sky, and I'll tell you all about it once I finally get around to reviewing it.
Okay.
Wait, it was crowdfunded? People chipped in the... Oh my God, are you...
People chip in...
I lose faith in humanity a little bit more every day.
Yeah, me too. I mean, even a show like RPGrinders can get funded. So, it's one of those things, man, All right.
Yeah, that's a nice Sweeto. Let's go to the Sweetos.
Yeah, go ahead, Eric.
We got GoFunded.
Yeah, that's really
cool. Breakman scored a copy of Digimon Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory for me.
Yeah.
For like $24.
That's awesome.
Which is the cheapest I've seen it.
That's really cool. That's good. Good.
Yeah,
stuff.
that's why I asked again when I was in the store before because I was about to purchase it and I was like, you know what, I better check and make sure like it didn't come across a better deal or something like that.
Yeah. My Sweeto real quickly is also to everybody that funded Grinders. We're going to be doing a huge giveaway for episode 500, a bunch of different gift cards to your platform of choice. But you have to be in chat for episode 500. I don't know the exact date of that show just yet. It's about a month and a half from now. Maybe a month and 3 weeks. 7 shows from now, because we're on episode 493. But
DB in chat before you go on, he says as far as beat 'em up go, the new Shaq Fu is kind of on the low end.
Yeah.
It's not a total disaster, but I'm glad I just rented it. I would say its existence is the disaster.
Wait, where did he rent it? Is it at a Redbox?
Yeah, exactly. I want to shout out the people that funded us, though. Big shout out to who was it? MXT actually chipped in. Cool Sausage, remember Cool Sausage? We haven't seen Cool Sausage in a long time. And the big donor, Rich McGrath, who people from All Games, old All Games might know as Hey Jude. He ponied up some cash. So thank you guys so much for doing that.
Cool. I hope they're actually listening.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be all. That's nice to know. There people might be actually listening.
Yeah, exactly. But we will be
tearing up.
Thankfully,
Okay.
we'll be.
I'm sorry,
I know,
that came off as kind of insincere and sarcastic.
Yeah,
I didn't mean it to.
You do get.
It wouldn't be Breakman if it weren't.
Yeah. You do get kind of emotional break. It's like it's all good, man. We're a team here. I feel like our listeners are part of the team.
Wow, a local video place.
Yeah.
Wow.
With people units and everything. Holy shit, that's awesome. Okay, I have a quick lulz for you guys. I'm calling this Harry Potter and the Dastardly Attendants. Only because it sounded good. That I said that they were fine people at the theater that we went to. But I was talking to Bridget, and I may or may not have been under the influence of certain chemicals in my brain. But I thought it would be funny, like if like you were, let's say I was going to see, I don't know, Transformers or something, and you went up there and you told the attendant, I'd like 2 for Harry Potter, please. And like they would, they would look at you and just be like, what are you doing? Like we don't have Harry. No, I want 2 for Harry Potter. Did you not hear me? And just like roll with it and like get the manager involved and, just be a real douchebag and be mean to people. But yeah, so that's what I did. I actually what I did is I said I'd like 2 for Harry Potter. I mean, and then I got tickets to the movie that we went and see. But yeah, that's my lulls for the week.
So
yeah, since somebody mentioned it, I did have one additional stinko, but I heard that Anthony Bourdain died.
He did die. I did not.
And more importantly, he killed himself.
Yeah, that is the important thing to take away from that. I wasn't a fan.
And yet still mental health is not an issue in this country that's being dealt with.
I wasn't a fan of Anthony Bourdain per se, but I know he was a heck of a chef, and he knew how to cook. He knew how to celebrate culture and different, worldly experiences and stuff like that. So it is kind of sad. And you're right, Eric. It's all about mental health. The guy.
I didn't say that. Break did.
Well,
but it is fucked up that Henry Kissinger outlived Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah, Kissinger. That's a name that has been thrown around lately. But no, yeah, Break. You're right, man. Mental health is a thing, and it's just as important as physical health. And I don't understand why we don't take more action.
They're showing trailers for Bumblebee movie.
Yes, Eric. Let me finish before I break in. But yeah, it's that is terrible and it sucks. But another thing that sucks, guys. Real quick, free for all. I saw this. Are we regressing like to the '60s, Break and Eric? Because I mean, we all know the injustices of people that have been killed by police officers. I talk about it all the time, but there's a bigger problem with this whole thing. The story is a family of a black man killed by white cop awarded just $4 by a jury, a Florida jury. So this man's life was worth $4. $4.
Apparently, the family got even less because they incurred further infractions, according to the judge.
Yeah. And I also, to add on to this, there was another story about a guy who kept a black guy, a mentally challenged black guy, as a slave. Are we reverting back to the 60s? I mean, is these killings by police officers, is this the new lynching? Because there was also a Philadelphia Eagles player that held up a bunch of signs that were pretty poignant, and he pointed out the disparity of black people getting killed as opposed to white people, or I'm sorry, minorities as opposed to white people by cops, and it's not even fucking close. The proportions are out of this worldly insane, and I don't understand why we can't get a serious conversation in this country about police reform. If there was a candidate, even a Republican, if a Republican were to run on police reform, I think I'd pay attention, and I might vote for that guy, because this is too big of a problem to ignore. It's too huge in this country to ignore. And I know we got an idiot in office that likes to praise people like this. But when is enough enough? We're now to the point where we're putting kids in cages in this country. People are being separated at the border. Like families, kids and their parents, and the kids are put in cages. What else is it going to take? Like,
I think it's worse in the 60s, because then you got also all the shootings going on in schools. Kindergartners being taught how to do lockdowns with rhymes.
Yeah, that's the whole gun debate. Gun control is, I think, should be paramount. If there were a candidate, Democratic or Republican, that ran on police reform and gun control, I would vote for that.
You know what?
Person.
Like, despite the fact that
the thing is, they all lie though. So many of them say shit like that. They will do stuff like that they are for things, and then they don't do what they say they're gonna do. You know?
I agree with you, Break. And you know what the solution is? We need to start over. And I think this Trump presidency has kind of put the accent on it, Break. I think we need a different form of government, because this isn't working. This isn't justice. To say that a man's life is worth $4, the jury awarded $4.
That's an injustice in itself.
30 years old. And I don't care if this guy, I mean, they probably have come out, I'm guessing, I haven't, I don't know this guy's background, but I'm guessing that Fox News, that propaganda machine Fox News, has already drug up, like, all the, the bad things that this guy has done in his life. But
even though they're not relevant anymore.
Yeah, they're not relevant. They aren't relevant. Even if they were, no. It's not warranted. I've seen too many videos. Gardner, Rice, the guy that piece of shit in Florida killed. Who else? There have been countless acts of violence by police officer, and the time couldn't be better than right now to start reforming the way police are hired, the way they're trained, the way that we treat people, no matter what, because you know what? In the grand scheme of things, everybody is one race, the human race, right?
Like, I was going to mention something.
Everybody's lineage can be traced back to a single source in Africa. You know, whether you're Italian, Mexican, Greek, if you're Polish, Canadian, everybody can be, our lineage traces back to one place, Africa. We are all of the same race. It doesn't matter the skin color. You know, we bleed the same. We think the same. We love the same. We hate the same. You know, all these things. We have all these human emotions. And I'm beginning to think that, you know, I saw this movie Upgrade that's kind of about AI gone awry. I'm beginning to think that, hell, if AI was a thing, I mean, the human race, fuck the human race if this is how we're going to treat people. $4 for a person's life? This guy was worth $4 to this jury of his peers. How is that possible? How?
I don't know. Like, I don't understand how it's possible.
$4. These,
like, legally speaking, like, I don't understand how it's even possible.
These people sat in a jury room and decided that this man's life was worth $4. I don't know what else to say.
I mean, I don't. How did they come up with that figure?
That's a good question. How did they come up with that figure, and why? How could you be so callous and so cold? $4. I mean, I don't make hardly any money. I donate for a living, right? I donate plasma. That's my income right now. And, you know, one time going into plasma affords me, 7 or 8 people's lives? It's fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and it has to stop. Where does it stop? You know, how can we, as a society, a civilized society, allow this to happen? $4. I want people to think about that. That's listening. Is your life worth more than $4? I mean, I don't know what else to say, guys. It's just, at this point, it's become pretty dire and pretty relevant, especially with what we're dealing with. So
I'm reading this article too, and the cops are saying, well, he was 5 times over the legal limit. He was in his own fucking garage.
Yeah, you are allowed to do that. You know, drink.
You're allowed to be fucking drunk at home. Like, you're allowed to do shit. He was at home.
They should be thankful he was home, you know, and drunk, not driving.
It seems like they're trying, like, that's the whole excuse for it, and the jury's saying he's liable because he was responsible mostly for his own death because he was so heavily intoxicated.
Yeah, just ridiculous.
That's the jury's their reasoning for awarding him what they say is 1% of liability, which is why it comes out to $4.
So what they're saying is, we're going to give police license to shoot people when they're drunk. So I guess if you were black and drunk, watch out. Actually, just being black, you know, I guess the moral of the story is, don't be black, don't drink, and call the police if you want to die. Apparently,
if I was reading this right, one of his neighbors called it because he was playing obscene music.
Yeah, so what? I play obscene music all the time.
Obscene / loud.
Yeah. This show is obscene. Huh?
I said, yeah, you obscene.
Oh yeah, I'm obscene. Bridget says.
So when officers knocked on his front door, Hill opened the garage door, saw the police, and began closing it again. Yeah. At that point, one of the deputies opened fire through the door, striking him twice in the body and once in the head. Why?
Yeah, because they can. They're ego
Like,
trippy.
You need a warrant, don't you?
Yeah.
There's no rhyme or reason to why they would open fire.
Yeah.
Because he was shutting the door?
You know what? This is why I've said it on this show before. A jury of our peers just doesn't work anymore. We need professional jurors that do this for a living, that know the ins and outs, that aren't in the police's pockets, that have no vested interest in helping police or any of it. It just pisses me off, man, time and time again. Also, I think that these juries should not know if the person is black, white, Mexican, etc. It should be a blind jury. Those juries should just hear the evidence and decide from there, and see the evidence and not know if the person is black or white or Mexican or brown or whatever. I'm with Dungeon. He says, sorry, humans, you are too petty and divided over trivial differences. You will now only provide face templates for our android master race. I'm beginning to think that we're not worthy of this Earth.
Yeah, we should just let DB become Skynet, like he says, and run everything.
As long as I can, in my immortal state, upload my mind to the Matrix, I'm good. Dungeon says, despotism in civilization, a benevolent dictatorship for everyone.
I never change from that in Civil. Every time I play Civ, I never change. I'm always 100% in charge.
Yeah.
Worship me. Just
last question.
Like, I'm not gonna be evil. Like I'm benevolent. As DB says, benevolent dictator.
Last real quick question that I have for you guys, and it's kind of loaded. Is it time to just start over as a country, government-wise? Is it time?
It's time to start over as a world.
Yeah, but like we have to start in this country. Is it time for this country to just start over? Because Trump
eradicate the Constitution.
Get
a new one.
Hold on. Trump is the bottom of the barrel, in my opinion. Like, he's brought out the worst in all of us, including myself. I think the time is right now to do it differently. I mean, that's my opinion. What do you think, Break? Is it time? I know the world, but as far as this country
first,
goes,
before we even do that, I think we need to get rid of capitalism.
Yeah. I think the time for that is coming too. We need to live in a world that understands that capitalism usually causes a lot of the problems that we're experiencing now. I don't understand it. America will survive, Dungeon says. I don't know, Dungeon. If you guys remember, long time ago, I predicted this shit, and it's becoming more and more clear that Trump, whether or not he's successful is another thing, and we can debate that, but I think we can all agree that Trump has put himself in a position to be a dictator, and that's a scary thought, and I hope it never happens. But like I said, we're now putting kids in cages. We kill people. The police force has done it time and time again. Most of the time for shitty reasons. I realize that sometimes they do have to defend themselves. We're arresting people and putting people in jails that are addicted to drugs instead of having compassion and helping. I don't understand. I hope that
I wanted to mention one thing before.
Yep, go ahead, Eric.
Because I feel like if I don't mention it now, I won't be able to.
Go ahead.
But
I've been rambling.
Despite the fact that my nephew goes to a Catholic school for elementary school, they do have one nice program that needs to be everywhere else, where they'll take turns doing gym, phys ed, and but like the days they don't do that, they'll do this counseling thing where they talk about their feelings.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that needs to be done.
Well, that goes
through the entire grade scale.
Yeah, that goes with mental health. Break brought it up, and like mental health needs a serious look at when it comes to funding programs that help people. And you know what? I include a lot of these cops here. because you're right. They see a lot of shit that we shouldn't see, shouldn't ever see, and they need mental help too. Because anybody that can take a gun and pull a trigger and kill another human being for stupid reasons needs their head checked and needs help. These people need help. Yeah, speaking of weed, guys, my plants are looking really good. I'll take some pictures and show you guys what I'm looking at. I'm growing like some good plants, and I'm excited.
Good
That's
plants too.
yeah, dude. It's exciting. I mean, homegrown weed is always good, dude. It's good stuff. But that's another thing I heard that actually was a good thing. That Trump was considering making pot legal federally.
He probably just wants some for himself.
And if he does, that, that'll be the one thing that I like that he's done. But other than that, it's pure swamp monster, All right, guys, anything else before we go? You have anything, Break?
No, I'm just discussing like what we would do if we're in charge between me and DB, like kind of things we would do.
Yeah.
I'm just saying if there anybody who wants to get on the highway and do, like I said 20 in here, but I'm gonna say you want to do 10 miles below the speed limit, and it's a sunny day. I'm saying that's a highly punishable offense.
Yeah,
I'm thinking lifetime in prison type offense. I totally agree.
And you know what I would do? I would say that all you car companies have to come out with inexpensive electric vehicles so people can get around at a cheaper price and not be bound to, the Saudis and all the Middle East oil. I think that'd be a good thing. Don't you think, Break?
Mm-hmm.
Be nice.
DB says, it's like, hey, I'm coming up fast in the car, and are they, oh shit! And speeds over into the other lane.
Yeah,
exactly. Swerve out of the way.
Oh, man. A lot of old people really like to drive super slow, and you know what? It's been proven.
Why do they get on the damn highway?
I don't understand it. Driving slower on the highway is super dangerous.
That's the point where you'd rather have your car auto driving.
Yeah. Speaking of,
you're just there just to make sure they're doing their job.
Yeah. All right. Break plugs.
You can follow me at RPGrinders, which I'm glad you didn't even ask because there's no point. And at break_man on Twitter.
I did mention it, but I knew we didn't have anything in there. So if you do happen to have any comments, questions that you want answered on the show, feel free to go to Twitter at RPGrinders, and we will answer those questions, comments, concerns.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to say something about us, or there's something we say during the show and you want to mock us, whatever, just anything at this point.
I mean, I do it to these guys all the time, so why don't you guys? That's saying disparaging things is like what this show is founded on. So, Eric, plugs, please.
You can find me at sites I've written for, like BostonBashRadioGuy.com, TotallyGN.com, VogNetwork.com, and HonestGamers.com. And I got another review up today. Okay. So there was supposed to be another review, but apparently he never got it. But I'll have to remind him, and hopefully he'll have time to update it, because he's probably at E3 right now.
Yeah.
But Smoke and Sacrifice is up, and there should be another one going up as soon as I remind him. But
awesome.
That's it for that size. But other than that, you can find me on YouTube at Funny T-Man, the channel Funny T-Man, and then there's my Patreon page, Eric Kelly. Just look up that, and then if you read my reviews and you like what you see and you feel like I should get paid for it, if you could donate $1, just even $1 would be fine.
Yeah.
But if you can't, then mention it to a friend.
Yeah. Let's help Eric out a little bit. He works really hard. He does really good reviews. I rave about his reviews all the time. He's a really good writer of reviews. That it, Eric? You have anything else?
When's Father's Day? Isn't that coming up?
I have no idea.
It's next Sunday, not this Sunday,
okay.
but the following
Okay,
Sunday.
I'll have to remind myself to say that then.
Yeah. I want to thank the chatters: Commander Root, Cute Heel Girl, Electrical Skateboard, Shout Gamers, Slow Cool, and of course, friend of the show, Dungeon Buster. Thank you guys so much. I also want to say, just in case I didn't make myself very clear the other times I mentioned it, we are going to have a huge giveaway for episode 500. I think we got like $75 worth of whatever, cards to give away. So make sure you're in chat that day. It's episode 500, which I believe is like a month and 3 weeks. But you got to be in chat especially that day. But we'd like you to be in here every Friday, 7 Eastern time on YouTube and Twitch. I look at both chats, even though I never really get anything in the YouTube chat. Where it's happening is the Twitch chat. So make sure you join us, and we're going to have lots of fun. We're going to be giving away a lot of stuff. So if you're in chat, you're golden. You're probably going to have good odds of winning at least a $5 or $10 gift certificate somewhere. So make sure and join us then. Please support the movie Hereditary. I'm a huge horror fan, and it's one of the best scary movies I've ever seen. It's genuinely scary. Support it, because we need more movies like that are just awesome. So go out and see it. It's good. Upgrade is good too, but if you have to choose, go see Hereditary. It's a fine movie. Fine movie. Special thanks to Rich, Hey Jude, for giving us some GoFund money. Same thing with Cool Sausage and MXT. Thank you guys. Really appreciate it. Anything else, guys?
Have a good weekend.
You break anything else?
E3?
Yeah, E3's coming up. We're going to be talking about all the happenings. I might be doing a live show during E3, and if these guys can join, maybe they'll join, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. But thank you guys so much.
Just send me a tweet. Send us tweets
I will.
So we know what's going on.
I will.
Like I said, I didn't say anything, but I might be busy. I'm just saying if I had a chance.
No worries. Totally understandable. But if I send out a tweet, you guys are available, I'm sure we could do a little something. Thank you guys so much. Stay safe this weekend. We want to see you back here next week. Until then, we're out. The Rockies beat the Reds in an awesome series.
Yeah, I got really nothing there. Reds have bad pitching and worse management, and a farm system that doesn't know how to develop players, and they traded away a lot of players, and they got shit in return.
I'm surprised the Rockies are doing so well, man. We're in first place in that division. I did not expect them to be in first place, so yeah. All right, guys. Dungeon, thanks so much for joining us as always and participating. We really appreciate you, bud. See you soon. Make sure you get in for 500, man. We got those. I have a feeling you might end up with 1 or 2 if you get into chat.
Right now, he's the only one that knows about it. So
if 500 would have been today, Dungeon Buster would have ended up with $75 of gift cards. So that's awesome. All right, Dungeon. Later. I'll see you online, man.